Namibia's stunning coastline and unique wildlife attract over 500,000 tourists every year. But the following evidence shows why nearly half of those tourists wouldn't visit Namibia if they had known what happens on its beaches. Vast dunes, sun-drenched coastline and diverse wildlife make for a tempting holiday retreat. But this beautiful country is hiding an ugly secret. During peak season, the Namibian government allows up to 85,000 seal pups to be brutally clubbed to death. The government is considering an increase in quotas, which will make it the largest seal hunt in the world. These are the seals that tourists flock from all over the world to watch. Instead, they may be confronted with blood-stained sands where hours earlier the clubbing took place. The hunt happens on several beaches along the Skeleton Coast, including a seal reserve at Cape Cross. At dawn, between July and November, culling teams confront the seals with long-handled clubs to beat the pups to death. A few hours later, the coastline is teeming with holidaymakers and seal-watching boats, the tourists oblivious to the cruelty. The World Society for the Protection of Animals wants to highlight this cruelty and the damage the hunts could inflict on Namibia's tourist industry. Whilst other groups are calling for damaging boycotts that threaten Namibia's tourism interests, we believe in developing a future where seal watching and ecotourism can steadily expand. We will demonstrate through independent economic studies that a sustainable seal watching industry has higher economic returns year on year than the cull could ever hope to achieve. Seals should be seen and not hurt. The most telling evidence we found for a change in attitude to seal culling was from the tourists themselves. In March 2012, WSPA commissioned a Maori opinion poll focusing on Namibia's top international tourism markets: Germany, the UK, the USA and South Africa. The poll revealed that less than 5% supported the hunt. It was also revealed, across these 4 countries, that almost half wouldn't go on holiday to Namibia because of the hunt, and 54% wouldn't visit a seal-watching tourist attraction where the hunts had taken place. The poll also found that only 50% were even aware that a seal hunt takes place. Based on the results of this poll, it seems clear that as awareness of Namibia's ugly secret grows, tourist numbers will fall. The Namibian government defends the hunt. The government say the hunt is humane and well regulated.
Well, what is supposed to happen in the seal hunt, according to the Namibian law, is they're supposed to be hit accurately, then they're supposed to be killed, and that's done with a knife, which causes them to bleed out, and then the animals are supposed to be checked to see that they're unconscious by an inspector, and I didn't see any sign of an inspector in the video you've shown me. The problem is that these animals are moving around a great deal, and that makes a very substantial risk that they won't be knocked out by the blow, that there will be a significant amount of pain. So the methodology is not good. It will very often not be a humane method of killing.
So according to expert opinion, the seals actually suffer great pain, fear and disturbance. Another excuse for the hunts is that the seals eat all the fish, so must be hunted. The science underpinning this claim has been widely dismissed as inaccurate by many scientists and other fisheries experts. Huge growth in commercial fishing industries is the real culprit for the depleted fish populations. Marine food webs are extremely complex, and some scientists argue that by taking large numbers of top predators, such as seals, out of the ecosystem will unbalance it, causing more problems for commercial fisheries. Lastly, the government argues the seal hunt is highly profitable to Namibia. An expert economic study commissioned by WSPA in 2011 reveals that seal hunting is worth only around a quarter of the value of seal watching to the Namibian economy.
Our research showed that the seal hunting industry is worth about $500,000 a year to the Namibian economy, whereas the seal watching industry is worth about $2 million a year to the Namibian economy in gross terms. The seal watching industry has a very strong growth track, whereas the seal hunting industry is a lot more flat and not likely to have that sort of growth track in the future.
The seal hunt is a dying industry. All EU member states have banned trade in seal products, and this trend is expanding across other markets. The returns on the hunt can only decrease over time. The problems of cruelty and poor economic performance is evidence that the situation is wrong. Coupled with the potentially devastating impact on tourism, it is clear that a change in policy is urgently needed.
The Namibian government has expressed a willingness for open, constructive dialogue on this issue. We have a unique opportunity to work together to persuade the government to end seal hunting, before seal hunting becomes a reason for people not to visit Namibia.